What is up, guys? Control here. Another Call of the Mountain video for you guys. And today's one is focused on my good friend Swole Squirrel, baby. Trying to get as jacked as he is. So I hit the gym today. And now I'm here for this intro for you guys. Had a lot of fun with these two decks that I'm going to be showing you today. First off, what we started with was a really sweet Demacia version with Shen Lulu being the core. And effectively what we did was we typed support in and put all the support cards in it, a similar fashion what we did yesterday with the dragons. This time though, went pretty well. Actually, it went pretty well with the dragons too, honestly. Like going very deep in synergies in this game is generally good. Lulu is the core reason why this deck works. So what she does is obviously she buffs any of your small units up to 4/4 or 5/5 post level up. But the big deal is the health picks. This is the card that will allow you to go ahead and protect the Swole Squirrel, keep him healthy with the barrier, or give him the ability to attack or pull bigger units from your opponent into smaller units for you with the vulnerable. Very good. And we run all the support cards to kind of just level her up. Some are a little bit less good, like Herald of the Spring, but for the most parts, they're very, very good and definitely worth running for that reason. Also, they're not too much to craft, and I do think that Lulu as a champion is very powerful, one of the better ones, so definitely worth the wild cards if you guys are looking to use those. So don't feel bad about crafting this. I would say it's a relatively cheap list to make because a lot of the cards are already pre-existing. Maybe you don't have Shens either, though, then it gets a little bit tougher, but Shen Lulu is just a very, very good combo and one that I will expect to see even outside of this more for fun deck. I think that this is going to be a good tempo-driven combo that will be core for this set as far as, more aggressive mid-rangey decks go. So I wouldn't say that you're wasting any wild cards making this at all. Whereas like yesterday's more fun dragon deck might not be, good forever, for example. These will be pretty strong. That being said, how this deck works. So you run all the support cards, obviously primarily to support Swole Squirrel, but also to just go ahead and give you the opportunity to win a little bit earlier in the game and kind of just make it to the point where Swole Squirrel will work. Cards that we do run to just enable him by himself. Single combat is one of the big reasons why we play Demacia, is these cards that allow you to strike during or outside of combat to scale the attack up a bunch. So this is a very big one. Considered strike is a little bit better, but a little bit more expensive, as you don't have to take damage when you strike. It's really nice to kind of just protect him. So combat gets a little bit better later on as well with, the health picks again. We also have Dawn and Dusk for like a really nice finisher with a Swole Squirrel, just so you have 3 of them. Two might connect, one might not, but one connecting or 2 connecting usually ends the game anyways, which is very good. Stand United, this is a very, very slippery card. You also have more of them if you have a Shen in play and another one in hand. Very good for that reason. This is a card that kind of just gets you sneak lethals or just protects the Swole Squirrel. So the reason you get sneak lethals is if you have a wide board, your opponent doesn't have enough blockers, your Swole Squirrel's a 20+ attack unit, you can swap it with one of your units that's unblocked, and boom, there you go, you win the game. Very cheeky way to win, and it's super fun when you pull it off, so I think it's definitely worth it as a one of. And Unyielding Spirits, I think I didn't even get to play this in the 5 or 6 games I played this deck, so I don't really know what to say about it other than it's a little bit too expensive. You could definitely cut this and run something a little bit more early game oriented, maybe like another Dawn and Dusk, Stand United, Concerted Strike, yada yada. That would all be kind of fine. Overall, I'd say this is a fun deck to make. I think that if you're not looking to craft every single card, maybe like the Caretakers aren't like super insane. I think all the cheap card of support cards are very good though, and I think Lulu's worth it for sure. The second version we played was one that was a little bit faster for sure. This version still focuses on support. You run almost all the cards. We cut the Herald though, I believe. And we added in Drummer and Keto for Might. And the idea with this is obviously just so you play Noxus, so you have Might and Whirling Death. Whirling Death kind of functions in a similar fashion to single combat, as is a fast spell that allows you to kind of just strike to allow the good old Swole Squirrel to get a little bit more swole than he already is. And with Might, you kind of double down on that and have very easy opportunities to win games at times where your opponents will kind of just never expect it, really. As you guys are going to see in the first game. Don't want to spoil anything, but definitely stay tuned for that. It was a banger and a half. Other than that, though, I wanted to try a decisive maneuver. The card was okay. I played it like once, and I mean, the stun's nice. And the attack buff is obviously good for, not just the Swole Squirrel, but the rest of your units, as you will generally have relatively wide boards with the stack. Also wanted to try out Ghost plus Dawn and Dusk in the stack. Kind of a cool combo, and one that we didn't pull off, but Ghost was decent with the Squirrel in a couple games. I would say overall, again, this deck is nice. I do think that the Demacia version is a little bit better, but this one has opportunities for more explosive moments and I guess more Pog gameplay kind of opportunities. That would be what I would say. Also, I mentioned a couple times Lulu and Swole Squirrel, how that interaction works. You will get the buff, so I mean, it does in fact work. Don't feel afraid to play Lulu supporting the Swole Squirrel. You know, he gives up to like an 8-4, you keep the attack. It's very good. Definitely worth it. Other than that, though, banger of a deck. I had a bunch of fun with both of these. Other than that, though, I think my focus is still going to be on more fun decks right now. I'm not too interested in getting Masters and grinding to it just because I don't think there's really any incentive for getting there quickly or, you know, getting rank 1 really. So I'm just going to kind of have fun and play with the cards that I think are cool, like Swole Squirrel or, you know, the Ace-Soul Dragons. I just want to kind of look at stuff, see whatever I think is cool, and play it. So I probably won't be racing the Masters like I had previously and, you know, trying to hit rank 1 or, you know, get top 10, whatever. I'll be just kind of chilling out and having more fun. But I will still be playing more competitive decks occasionally. So every other video, I'll probably put up something that, you know, somebody else did really well with, like say first deck to Masters, for example, which on Asia, I think was actually Swain and TF with absolutely no new cards. Kind of expected though, the older decks should still be pretty good. So I would not be too surprised to see those dominating for a little bit and getting Masters before some of the newer fun ones. But I will be still making competitive videos. Just I want to also have fun and mess around with some of the cool cards because there's a lot of those in this set. And I do want to just have a good time with the set. And, you know, maybe some competitive stuff comes out a little bit later on during the set. And then I won't be super burned out on it. So I can just kind of, you know, enjoy it for a lot longer. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. Leave a like if you guys are interested in more videos like this where I mess around and have a good time. We'll busting out some dope combos. And I will catch you guys for more Call of the Mountain gameplay tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I will see you guys then. Ace-Soul plus Trundle. Okay. I have the squirrel. We keep the squirrel. The child of flowers. Hello, child of flowers. That's one big flower. Is that like maybe compensating for something to you guys? It's like the dudes who drive the big trucks that are super lifted with the huge wheels and like the monster hats and stuff. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Now we top deck Lulu. It's kind of close. I was like holding full mana for the Whirling Death, so I think I'm just gonna open attack here instead of playing the drummer. Easy 5, let's go. I like holding the spell mana so I can play the death. Feels good. The Fiora cards. Oh man. So he plays Trundle. A +1/1, so he's a 5/7. I can give this quick attack. Might and play Whirling Death. Kill something else. For when he blocks the squirrel, then the squirrel kills it. I have 8 mana available, so I should play the drummer first. And then we bait him into the biggest bait of his entire life. Then we just win. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He may not fall for it though. I technically don't even need to might. That's fine. I don't kill him here. I do 7, I put him at 1, it's doubled to 14, I'm 1 off, right? Oh no, I have lethal actually, I think. Yeah, exactly, Suka. I'm the best. I knew that. It turns out your Young Witch does 1 damage. Oh, just turn 5 lethal, no big deal. It's pretty casual, right? Okay, Swole Squirrel is broken. Shen against Shen Lulu. I literally already have my win condition in hand. Well, I mean, good game, I guess. We just win. I don't understand how you could think you could beat Swole Squirrel if I just already start with one in my hand. Like, just imagine being this guy and having to come up against this right now. What would you do? I really don't know. Imagine using a water bottle to wash more dishes. Well, the thing is, for this water bottle, I've actually used it for like almost 3 days now. So, you know, it's not really using more dishes. Oh. Hello. Oh, don't go. Oh. I mean, I guess it's okay. Okay, I guess I'm gonna attack for 1 then. I don't really want to give the Lulu quick attack and support, but I do want to do 1 damage. Swole Squirrel is not an OTK deck. Well, that's what you think. But what you don't know is that it kind of is, because what you can do with this deck to kill people in 1 turn, it's pretty next level. But you play Stand United to swap spots, and that's the way you kill people with it. Very 5-head. Now, do I give my Lulu elusive? I also got a value trade with the squirrel if we want that. I feel like Lulu with elusive should be good. I could also just whimsy during combat and remove the guardian, but I feel like that's not really that big of a deal at the moment. I think I almost just prefer this. I think I just chill out. I could have also gone like squirrel into caretaker as well. That was another one. This will only be a 4/4 with the Lulu buff. It's actually kind of confusing because the Radiant Guardian does farm it. I don't support anything if I do this. I think I just take 8. Honestly, like I have Herald, so I don't really care. More elusive cards, okay. So the support train is very long here. But I think we're going on it. Or do I just... I mean, it's kind of a squirrel deck though, and I'm not playing squirrel. This levels the Lulu, and leveling the Lulu gives me barrier, and then that makes this a lot better. That's a good enough argument for me, I think. Yeah. Help picks is so good, man. So strong. Something like that. It's better to have the 1/1 buff, I think. By Lulu. I think this is probably the right order. For like most damage. My 3/3 just dies though, but Lulu flips. I feel like her art could have been better. I don't know. I usually don't say that about art in this game. I think it's generally very good, but I feel like Lulu's still a miss. Any thoughts? Stand United is smart. The thing is, Stand United is very expensive, so it does initially buff the squirrel for sure, which is good. And I guess it makes the scaling go on a lot faster. So you could be right about that. Maybe I'm just undervaluing it. Well, that's basically the ideal case for Lulu's Whimsy. It doesn't really get much better than killing a squirrel. Or killing a Radiant Guardian turning into a squirrel. This guy plays my tech card. What a genius. Actual 5-head gamer. Stand United player. Crazy. So smart. Okay. I cannot double Fey Guide. Young Witch is 1 attack. This doesn't get doubled until after combat, so I do not have lethal. It is close though. It is in fact close. Do I need to heal or am I going to be fine? It's kind of just between the Witch or the Herald. Pretty sure the Herald should be better. Lulu's ugly. She's a wonderful young lady, unless she's paired with a Cogmao and on the enemy team, and then in that case, I don't like her very much. Otherwise, she's fine. I have no issues with her. I mean, I don't need any particular blockers here, really, so I think I just go Young Witch to scale more. Maybe... No, that's too strong. I should heal for 3, I think. No, but then I lose this card now then, so it's not even good. It should have been Young Witch every time. Because I don't want my card to die now. So like, this is bad. I should have just played the Witch. I get more damage. Way more damage. That was really dumb.
I am one with the land.
Anyone else like to make dumb plays? I do. Ooh, the attack card.
You will be scoured from this land.
I'm not afraid.
Okay. So he plays Judgment, and then I just do some Stand United stuff. Kill the Garen. I guess if he does Judgment, then I mean, it's still really bad, right? Because then if I block with a squirrel, the squirrel's dead. Because the Judgment procs the shield. Refuge.
Nature blesses her followers.
That's still a squirrel that's alive, though. You can't give a unit double barrier, can you? You learn something new every day. You can, okay. I guess we're just gonna do like that then. Poggers. Baited him, gentlemen. Look at that. He never expected it. He heals nothing now because he's attacking something with barrier. 5-head gameplay. Hit the pass button. VS combat is really bad here. I just pass and then I just attack with the squirrel, I think, and we win the game. I'm not going to go for the herald attack because then he gets to hit the radiant with it. I mean, I can actually stealth it up with Faye if we want. Doesn't actually do anything though. Lulu. So we could have a combat. I'm really playing or anything. I mean, I could play a Lulu, stealth the Lulu up. Doesn't really do anything, I don't think. I feel like I should use my mana though, just in case he does have a way to beat me.
Here I am. Wherever here is.
Like the combat or whatever. Peanut on Hush. It feels good so far. It's not bad. The one time I did play it, I didn't play it more than one time though.
My shield is yours.
Just like a one of use for me. I can't tell if these emotes are a bait, but I'm gonna go based on his emote usage so far. We're just gonna jam it, and Swole Squirrel will get us the dub. 100% win rate Swole Squirrel deck, gentlemen. Nocturne Diana. What is that icon? That was like a green riot symbol. I've never seen that before. Or employees for Riot would have Riot in their username, right? I was gonna say employee, but that doesn't, yeah, just doesn't make any sense. I should keep 4 chefs. I should also keep Squirrel. I don't think I keep the other 4s. This deck is definitely one that's a little bit more overloaded on 4s than you'd necessarily like, which isn't always great. It's Platinum and Beta. Okay, good to know. It's a really good card to support, and War Chefs just means that I already trade up into the Dustbringer, so I think it makes sense to hold this. A really good like 2-3-4 curve. I might not even attack in next turn in some cases because we just like get the level up on 4 anyways for Lulu. The double squirrel hand? No. You're joking. 1 hand, 2 squirrels? Should actually be illegal, boys. If he clears 1, I just have another one. I think the Dragon deck can work with Freljord. I think Mobilize is really good in that deck, and I think the 5 mana 4/5 challenge Dragon is really strong as well, so I would say probably not worth it. That's just my take though. Okay. Let's use challenge on that. And quick attack so you can kill my Flower Child. Oh no, goodbye Flower Child. It's not even a card that says support on it, so I actually don't really even care. I kind of do care, to be honest, but not a lot. It's one of those. It matters, but it doesn't matter a whole lot. Pass for now. Diana is so good, man. That card matters more. It's so good, it's literally invisible right now. That's how good it is. 5-star card right here. Not like 6-star like the Squirrel is, but it's pretty strong. I mean, I can kind of just play this now. He's not going to do anything into it, so it should be fine.
I like your petals.
Face your heritage.
I go for Caretaker or Shen? I feel like Barrier's almost better than this. I feel like Shen is a defensive unit more, so I feel like I want to play him first. No way.
Sunlight.
I find them unworthy.
Rarely seen piss.
Hello, Pix. It feels really good when you're on evens and you can have Lulu level up for 3.
Leave or burn.
That is facts. Big facts. Absolutely zero cap going on right now. All facts, no fiction. Swole Squirrels will play next round because we have the Help Pixie to help it. Shh, don't tell him, don't tell him. Everyone be quiet. The flip's unlikely. It's a 4-4 though.
Floaty crystals.
I don't have gems if I want to let that just like die here. Nothing with challenge. I mean, I would do that, right? Sorry, that's my. I was just like, I don't know. That's just a play, right? Is that, or I could actually. So if I make this a 5-5 the round after, right? Would it be like a 10-5 then after it attacks? Would it transform back into a 3-4 then? I'm actually not sure. I don't really want to lab it, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to take the 6-3. Be safe. The attack buffs that they have for the most part are just like the Pale Cascades, so it's only 2. Don't have to worry too much about that. Terrain one there is interesting. Pix is so good here. Do I develop 2 Swole Squirrels? Is that just a play? Definitely start with Herald. Healing is really, really good here. For Nightfall? Okay.
Find your path in the dark.
Hog.
No false light.
Grab the moon. Insane. I can then go Swole Squirrel again. Or I can go Caretaker. This is interesting. I want to kill the Diana for sure. I think I play another Squirrel. I don't get to use Unyielding next round though. That's my problem. The only way to beat this God tier deck is to be one of the people who plays Ash Sejuani after the patch. Oh, of course, yeah. There's no other way to beat it, realistically. 0 to 5, okay. This can flip mid-combat and it's still really strong. I actually probably messed up there. I think that I was supposed to clear the Nocturne a lot of the time here. It's like that. I think so. I kind of wanted to try the Squirrel into the 5-5 to see what the interaction was, but I think this would make more sense. So a certain series or an estimate on when I go live. Generally like right about now. My schedule is kind of up in the air. I'm starting a job in a couple weeks, so it'll be much more consistently around this time. Just because like I'll be working during the day for the most part. As for right now, streams will be a little bit more frequent just because the set's out, so I might go live a little bit earlier, but I can still be expected to be live around about now.
A new moon rising.
Challenge. I should buff the big guys. Yes. Buff the thickies. It's almost a Shen level up, actually. It's really funny. Lulu works so well with him. I think after that, he gets the flip when he's attacking. It doesn't do anything on the attack, so I mean, I could just do this. 7-5 will challenge the Lulu probably, or the Shen, one of the two. I guess the Lulu. It seems like she's a little bit better with like her effect. That's a buff as well, okay. I can just play chefs for the sake of playing chefs, or I can just pass. I like pass, man. Or pass more, sorry. He figured it out. Clear both the champions, he gets a flip. Smart guy. But what he doesn't know is I now have a 22-3. Probably should have played this. If I'm looking to play the Dawn and Dusk here, I think it makes sense to do that. He has 500 gems, but I have Dawn and Dusk. So I played Dawn and Dusk, and then... Well, I don't think this deck has very good ways to deal 3 damage, so I think that I just have a bunch of really jack squirrels that are going to give me a 2-0 victory here. Squirrels cannot be stopped, boys. I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you, I guess, that you're not going to be doing too much with the small guys here. $43, man. Well played, amigo. Well played. Well, that answers the question of, does Swole Squirrels beat Nightfall decks? We now know the answer. Yes, they do. Yeah. Shen and Lulu are pretty good support cards. And Swole Squirrel is a pretty good carry, man. Nice when you draw 2 of them.